going on, everybody? Welcome back. It is Plat night. It's finally here. Hopefully we're good to go. Obviously we've got some time to get warmed up. Had to mow the lawn today. It's getting warm. It's a lot of exercise, so I'm definitely feeling it a little bit, just like physically drained from being outside doing stuff, getting in the sun. You know, the sun takes it out of you. Definitely helps you sleep at night, but I want to stream first, so all about the sequencing here. But I'm looking forward to it. I've been feeling pretty good about the way we've been playing, so I'm hoping we can keep that mojo up for the most part and have ourselves a good week here. We got to make the cut. I think we're gonna need at least 14 to make it. But yeah, I don't know. We shot well in Trusim. It's, I think, gonna come down to can we get some shots in close, and can we make some putts? 25 pars, 10 quests, 10 rounds with 2K tops, 10 society rounds. So if we're gonna get 4, 8. Okay, so we're gonna have to play some rubber the green if we want to get that done. Yeah, what's going on, guy? How are we doing today, sir? Hope all is well with you. This is such a dumb. Record one hole out with a wood. Record one hole out with a wood. Like, what do they? Their level of expectation is absolutely absurd. Absolutely absurd. All right, but we're gonna open with the BMW Championship. Okay, so they don't have the official course for this, which is not a problem. TaylorMade's at tier 5. Long way to go. TaylorMade hat, and then we'll get a putter at the top end. Yeah, what's going on, Johnny? Hello, hello. We're closing in on 50 million followers. Now again, I will take just a small fraction of that on Twitch or YouTube. I'll take a small fraction of that. Wouldn't mind it one bit. Ooh, that's playing tough. 5 wins, firm fairways, very firm greens, and the greens are medium fast, which is kind of an odd combo. Like the really firm, but the greens aren't quite as runny. So I don't know if that would just mean that the grass is cut a fraction longer, but it's dried out. I don't know how that works exactly. What's going on, Mama D? Mamad? I don't know the right way to pronounce that. Cash? Some say Kos, some say Cosm. Any Bloodborners? Any Bloodborners? Alright, so a little bit off to start there. That's okay. 164... 174, 8 yards short, up the hill, down a little. Yeah, you know what? I'll play it. I want to be a little bit left because this does kick left to right. Hey, what's going on, Richard? Billy Goat, welcome back. I am having a good day. How about yourself? Spent a little bit of time outdoors mowing my lawn. The weather was nice. Feels good, man. I need more space though. We need to get a shed so I can get like some sort of powered push mower, because right now I've got a real mower and it is taking me a long time. I feel like half the challenge is because I can't see. Like, it's really hard for me to tell where I've mown already. It's like a super faint line. Coming at you with the realist of problems. People are like, wait a second, streamer man on the internet goes outside? What you mean? Also, I'm realizing that I have on from the end of streaming, I didn't even like process it on the first hole there. I have the trajectory on because we were demonstrating stuff. Just demonstrating with the shot shaping. Alright, we'll get rid of that. That is fine. Coming up a little bit short there. Gotta respect those crosswinds. Gotta respect those crosswinds. I have the control freak on my controller, Vols? Nope. I just have a stock PS5 controller. Are the control freaks are those the like raised cap things? I think that's what those are. Tie spin time true takes? Nah, man. If I'm just on the fringe like that, I'm putting it. If I'm just on the fringe like that, I'm putting it. I do need to learn how to use the tie spinner though. That is one thing that has been very much so just ignored in my game. Ooh, I shouldn't have gotten aggressive with it. There was no need. 94 yards. I'm gonna try and take a little bit off of it. Yeah, good call. Because the thing is, with the choked approach and then out of the heavy rough, the wind just plays way less because it's a lower ball flight at a shorter distance. So it's 100% something to be mindful of. I feel like a lot of times you can club up there and fly it long. Ooh. This is gonna be tough because we're probably losing about 15 yards. What do I need to fly this? 210? Which means I need to play it like 225. flew it almost where I wanted to, but I kind of thought that the lie and everything would hold it out there. I think I have to play that with a little bit more loft on that cut if I want to play that shot the way I just did. Sometimes the wind lies. Not normally. I mean, sometimes it can definitely feel that way, but I don't know. I feel like when you analyze the shots, you can typically trace it back and figure out what went on. That's not a bad give at all. That is not a bad give at all. But Life of Fury, what's going on? Drinkable Atoll, how's it going? I am a sculptor. I do not have the knockdown on this build. I tried it a little bit. I wasn't the biggest of fans. It's just the type of thing that it felt like into big headwinds it would maybe be good, but at the same time into big headwinds, like effectively I could just club up a bunch and hit the partial. So kind of a weird thing in that regard. Because I feel like the partials are just really easy in this. I had the adjustment. I didn't need to put that last extra little bit of D-loft on it. I should have trusted it. Okay, so last time we had this sort of a wind, I didn't respect it enough. Because looking at this now, we're losing like 5 to 6. Which means that we're carrying like 164, 165. Now the wind is turning a little bit, that changes things. Because now I can give it a touch of D-loft. There, I'm basically just playing to make sure that I get it over that ridge. I mean, in hindsight, I didn't need to D-loft it as much because the wind had turned pretty well sideways. All right, I mean, what this is peeling off left to right the whole way. Somewhere up here, maybe. Good read. There's water around, your ball ends up finding it. That's very realistic though, right? The brain is very good at keying in on the things that you decide to pay attention to. See, like, I can drive this, but I'm gonna end up way back out the green. I just feel like this is the better way to go. Because at least with here, like, now I'm putting it out to a wedge. Now, obviously, there's a bit going on in terms of downhill lie and the way that this is gonna kick, and now this wind is more sideways than it is tailing, all of which matters. Okay, we're making some good putts right now. We're making some good putts right now. We need that to keep up tonight. Eight under through 7 is never exactly a bad start. I feel like I'm gonna just play the 6-iron. Okay, 6-iron played a little bit more. Than I was anticipating. That was a good read, I underswung it. 70% needed just a touch more pace. But I believe because we're at the end of the season, all of these are 2-round tournaments, so far we're setting ourselves up quite nicely. We just have to make sure that we keep it up. Ah, that was underswung and closed. Crazy part is you could almost still go for this. It's very bad idea though. Okay. It would definitely help to make some smart plays here, huh? There we go. Still overshot it. So this is the part of my game where I'm still kind of struggling with the what I should do. I know the safe thing is to play the super flop. I still like trying to chip those. The hardest part about chipping is getting it on the right line. Because if you don't come out and hit it on the swing path, like, you just leave the ball so far out. YOLO. Don't get a bad kick. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. 1 1/4 off is gonna be that mean, huh? Okay, gotta play the spinner short because it runs. Because otherwise, how do we think a chip would play? I don't know, like a 56 degree. Let's just play with it a little bit. I could have gone another club, huh? Lost way too much speed. Thing is, with playing career mode, like, I'm just trying to... We have enough of a lead here, so I'm trying to experiment with stuff. Because obviously I don't want to experiment in actual competition, because then then those bogeys start to hurt us more, but I'm completely okay. Completely okay to do a little bit of science. Okay, here we go. 36, I think we don't want that D loft. So that's 36 there at the top of this ridge. We are getting let's play it like that's probably carrying about pin high, right? So the bounce and then the little bit of roll. And then you just let this shot kind of ride up against the wind back. Like there. 93%. And the thing is, it's very firm, so you like have to just play for so much bounce. It's so funny though. I don't know if it's the conditions. I don't think it is. It seems to be that every time that you play a non-official course, the AI is just really, really bad. So I don't know exactly how they have the computer players programmed, but every time that we play something that's unofficial, they just get absolutely demolished. 93? 6 yards short on the 5-iron. Downhill below the feet. I closed it. It's gonna land a little short and left. We've been missing our swing points a little bit here. Getting a few closed. Just means that we've got to make sure that we finish our swings a little bit more out to the right. I should have looked at the power of it. Slower greens, so 70% means we have to take a longer backswing on the putt. You have to look at it. You have to look at the percentage, because if you don't, you're gonna keep doing that. Alright, that's super cambered. See, there's the open. That open is 100% out of compensation. Okay, wind gets not completely nullified, but nullified enough. Like so. I also had to, you could see me make the big adjustment. I had to remind myself there that with the shot being that partialed, I also needed to not play the wind anywhere near as much. This has to kick right enough, right? Can't imagine there's a way where you land it back there and roll it straight through to the rough. That would be kind of mean. Okay, well this is playing well below the feet and way faded. And then wind. That was good. I just didn't make it short enough of a shot. Mantis, welcome back. How are we doing? Cat made a special appearance yet? Are you late? No, the cat has not made a special appearance. I mean, the likelihood of him making an appearance on any given stream is admittedly fairly low. Yesterday was a rare occurrence. Because the cat typically only shows up on stream if my wife shows up on stream. My wife shows up on stream most times if she has something to tell me that's important. Which means that she's not asleep, which she usually is. She's usually asleep during stream. Oh, how is that closed? That's so weird. I've had a couple of those. Normally they happen the other way, where they're super open. Well, that got a heck of a roll. Is this how you're supposed to play this pin? Well, alrighty then. But effectively, I've had a few of those shots where oh boy. Where I feel like I've pushed it open and it's closed, or I feel like I've closed it and it's open. I think it's just the way that my thumb grips the controller. So like if I'm off with it, my thumb is like wrapping on the opposite side and like doing the reverse. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense to me, and that's all that matters. Okay. Big faded wood. Big faded wood. I mean, I can't go with this, right? I feel like I'm in between. Overpower the hybrid? Come on, what a kick. Keep rolling. Yeah, we could have tried the wood. We would have had to kept that partialed. We would have definitely had to have kept that partialed. That's so close. That's so close. Think about buying the game tonight? Been playing since it was the golf club, but just casually, not online or anything. Just have to swallow the price. Well, I was gonna say there's the demo if you're not sure. I believe it's on sale on PlayStation right now. I think it's like 15% off. Yeah, I definitely get that. It is... Things definitely aren't cheap these days. Things definitely are not cheap these days. How much is it gonna break, Colby? Oh, that was close. That was close to leaving it high. Hey, thank you, Vandy. We're gonna need it. Definitely gonna need it. I've been feeling pretty good. But, you know, you never know when the pressure's on, when things actually matter. Are you gonna hit the shots? Are you gonna come up with the right shots? Are you gonna make the putts? So I feel good now. We'll see how we feel. We'll see how we feel later. Come on. Get right. Oh, it ran out of steam. That's good. That is real good. We take those, Pseudo. We take those. Alright, 14 under through 1. Even with some experimental holes where we took a bogey and whatnot. Put it in the water, being aggressive, and then played around with some stuff. We have a 7-shot cushion. Let's play like I did on the back 9 yesterday. Yeah, that 12 under was crazy, dude. That 12 under was absolutely crazy. Probably one of... I mean, that's got to be the best 9 that I've played in this game. But that's got to be right up there with one of the best 9s I've ever played in any of these games. Okay, let's see here. Shots off the green. I know they want me to play as a powerhouse. Pars is gonna be easy peasy. I'm not playing the 2K tops and then society stuff. Well, let's finish this tournament up. Let's play through the rest of the BMW. After the BMW, then we will play the Daily Master. So, I mean, we're probably looking at in 25 minutes, give or take. Low, firm, very firm, medium, fast. Probably looking at 25 minutes, give or take here, until the Daily Master. So if anybody wants to play in the Daily Master, the invite goes out to all. First come, first serve. We'll rock and roll as a group for that, and then it's time for Plat. I've actually noticed that, like, when I start to get into a groove, that I don't actually even do the pump fakes. You know, we were kind of joking about some stuff earlier today, you know, about the pump fakes and everything, but I'm actually realizing that when I'm getting in a groove and stuff that I don't really do that. The one thing that I like never factor in, and I really need to, is the lie percentage. Like fairway lie percentage. As simple of a thing as that is, I tend to not factor it in, and that 1 to 2%, once you get into those longer shots, 1 to 2% is 1.5 to 3 yards, and if you're trying to like just land something on the green, that's kind of a tough ask. And if you think about it in a situation like this, you know, I'm playing it for 4 yards extra, but 4 yards extra could really be 1 to 3 yards extra, right? So it's all those little things. The face. Trying to ride this in from the right hand side on the green. The problem is it's a choked 7, so yeah, we do that. Okay, left to righter. What is this at, though? 75%? Come on. That's so close. That's a really tough pin. That's a really tough pin. Because you're coming in with 7-iron there. That requires like a very, very particular shot. And I suppose if you're a freak, I mean, if the wind was a little bit higher, you kind of have to carry it like 350 to hit the green. And say if you're a freak, maybe you hit like the overpowered power drive. But I think this is okay to just lay up, give yourself a short iron. I mean, and look at the option that they're giving us. Oh, it's into it down slope. And so you have a ton of green to work with. You have a ton of green to work with, but ball's a little above the feet. I landed just on top of the ridge. Oh, that kicked more to the right. Great control. Great, great, great control. That was such a hard kick, right? What's going on, Koa Surf? How are you doing? It's a par 5. Yeah, that was my concern. That was my concern, for sure. I might actually... $190, that's if you had 90%. Okay, I gotta play this safe. We'll just lay it up. I say I've been missing that. The power drive is kind of out of play right now because I've been missing my contact a little bit on the closed side. Okay, so you have a couple options. There's too much kind of going on there, so we're just gonna leave this one with minimal, and then kind of play in the big kick. Big kick left. That kick was pretty tame. What the heck? Birdie for the Sass Man. Welcome back. How we doing? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. We're just getting warmed up. Just getting warmed up. Playing some Legend Career Mode. Warm up here for the night. We're gonna play some Ranked Daily, or Ranked Tours Daily on Master, and then it's time for Plat. Then it's time for Plat. %93. Online. Sit. One thing that I should start playing with there is on those partial ones, play it a little off and backspin on them to maybe sit them a little softer so they don't take as much of a bounce. Like here, right? Like we're carrying another 4 yards. Like I should play some loft and spin. I should play some loft and spin and then do this. Now, to be fair, I underswung that one. That one I underswung, which, yeah, results may vary. Also, Will Zalatoris is 12 over right now. Mans is not having a good tournament. Three click is harder than swing stick? I mean, I think whatever you don't use... I mean, three click probably is in this game, because there's a little bit more variability, but I think whatever you don't use in most cases is going to be tougher. Chris, what's going on? Kara, welcome back. Thank you for the luck. Chris, this is what 69 in every stat looks like, okay? I can't help that this is how we turned out. Can't leave myself putts like this. The only downside to our warm-ups is green speeds are not going to be anywhere close to what they need to be. That, I suppose, is my main concern. Choked has a lower flight. Get up there. Nice. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. You have confidence that I'll make those putts? We'll see. I mean, we gotta try and remain optimistic about it, right? Obviously, it's very easy to remain optimistic when you're not in the competitive mode, right? It's once the round starts and once the first one doesn't drop or what have you. %. That's you can see that I was hesitant on that. That's the worst power that I've had in a long time. All right, what do we got here? 86%. Oh, it was 2 up and down, and I didn't make the adjustment. Okay. Okay, I mean, good to see. Good to see. What are the green speeds on Plat typically? Very per round like other tours. Fast and stupid fast? Yeah, for the most part. That's what I would expect. Now, I mean, we may see some different things over the course of the season. But yeah, fast and stupid fast is always a pretty good bet. There are some implications here. What a shot. I still haven't gotten a hole-in-one on a par 4, but that's almost as close as it gets. That is almost as close as it gets. As far as I'm aware, though, for rounds... Well, I don't actually know the specific round green speeds, but they're playing close to very fast. They're like upper 170s, I think. Just a bit of a golf shot. A little bit of one. Now, the thing is, you have to factor this a little bit of wind. Now, I don't want to be too far left because it peels out to the right. Well, my brain making some compensations there with the open. TC qualifier had a round with 151. You thought they were moving? Yeah, 150s are going to be on the slower side of what we're gonna see. If I had to guess, I wouldn't think that we're gonna see a lot in the 130s. We're probably just gonna see a lot on fast, a lot on very, or close to very fast. We get a lot of firmness. Stupid brain, I know. The brain is so good at making compensations, but sometimes it makes compensations when it doesn't need to. Like right now, I'm finishing more to the right because I was finishing more closed, and now I'm completing my swing on the wrong side. So, you know, there's always that. Come on, you gotta get down there. I thought maybe, just maybe, we would cover that ridge and not take the bounce. But unfortunately, that is not the case. We still make the putt. That is a YouTube sub. I guess it's Slavic. There are no vowels to help me out. I'd like to buy a vowel. But I thank you for the sub. I wanna drive it, but there's also the like, what am I going to get out of driving this? Like, I can't get back to that flag in the slightest. So I'm just gonna play the fade. Hit it here, get it on the ground, moving left, keep it above the bunker. And then that gives us, 95 yards. Gives us something pretty straightforward. Very firm, but then it should sit. Was it 89%? I closed it. I think we might win this tournament, guys. I think there's a chance. We might be able to do it. Also, just as a general question, like, is it actually that difficult for everybody to hit quads on Legend? Like, is that a thing just like across the board? I'm not trying to sound like pompous or whatever, but like, we get like plus 1% power from time to time, but we hit it a lot, or like really marginal stuff. It's tough enough hitting quads on pro, Lucas. Fair, I suppose. What's going on, Zombie Cutter? Game looks good. Wonder why the reviews on Steam aren't good. So the reviews on Steam aren't good mostly because when early access for this game came out, it was very easy to acquire virtual currency in the game, and then like on the eve of the launch they nerfed it, and that sent everyone into a bit of a tailspin and given it some negative reviews. The game itself, in my opinion, is quite good. They've buffed the VC a little bit, but the game is very much so structured around you playing frequently. Not necessarily a lot, but like playing, they want you to log on multiple times a week. Is that really gonna run out of steam? Gosh darn it. Come on, 4-iron. Can only hit quad perfect on 9-iron on pros, eh? What's going on, dude? You just play on Master for TGC? I haven't even tried Legend. Well, I kind of always left myself under the premise that we could make Plat, so I just started playing. On Legend on career mode. So, I mean, maybe that's just why I'm adapted to it, but it may also be the way that I have my stats spec'd that I don't miss some of the... we'll call them, like, ancillary fields that much. 5-iron? 208. There's no way it gets 20, or there's no way it gets 30 yards. Overpower? Got 102. You want it to like bleed onto the green, but you need it to bounce a little bit down there. Just finish to the right. That was a pretty good idea. Elisu? I'm probably... Elisu? Elise? I'm completely butchering your name and I apologize. But I hope you're doing well. Welcome. What's TGC teammate? So TGC, if you take a look here at this website, it is a third-party leaderboard. Close, Lucas. It is a third-party leaderboard it runs through societies in the game, but there are 15 flights. Once all is said and done, it'll hold a little over 2,000 people playing within a week. So you got 15 different divisions. As you compete, you can move up and down the different divisions. T-Mick, thank you for the follow. There's a world ranking system. There are promotions, demotions, cut line. It is basically an online, career mode, for lack of a better explanation, playing against other people and playing on higher difficulty. So, like, we play on, I play on the top tour, which is on Legend, with a bunch of assists off. The other ones play with Master. Okay, not the worst, but I gotta be able to do better there. What's going on, KG? Can you play the game on console offline? I'm honest, I think so, but I'm honestly not 100% certain. You can play it not against people. I know in the past these games have been a little bit finicky in terms of offline or not, though. I would need somebody else to chime in on that. Sounds pretty typical for 2K. Yeah, and the thing is, they hadn't... So, like, this game series is newer to 2K's portfolio. 2K21, they were just the publisher. They bought them in 2K23, so now 2K25 is, like, the first one where they've been in a full development cycle under 2K. So them making an adjustment like that, I guess, is not the most surprising thing. I'm gonna land this short of the green, I guess, and kick it down towards the hole. That's money. Not the shot, the alert. The alert is money. T-Mick, thank you very, very much for the Prime sub. Hope you enjoy your faces. Welcome on in. Appreciate it. What's going on, Hellrose? Have I tried EA's game? I have. I'm not the biggest fan, personally. My big knock on EA's game is the amount of randomness that is baked into the game. Oh, am I gonna leave that out of Steam? I am. Underhit it by 1%. EA having the randomness baked in. Like, the fact that it would be, like, perfect input, and then you just had this circle of uncertainty that, like, could just screw you anyway, even though you maybe made a good read and made a good input, to me, was not a fun gaming experience. This game does not have that. This series has never had that, so, like, if I end up in the rough, it's because my combination of inputs and reads was wrong. In EA, you could just be wrong, you know, for no good reason, so to speak. I don't really think we have a great shot here, by the way. Just gonna throw it out to the right and kind of hope. Clubbing up to the 5 was a decent idea. Choked 5 would have probably been a little bit better. Thinking of picking one up, just not sure which yet. Well, you can give this game a chance. There is a free demo that you can play. I think you can play Sawgrass over and over again and try out some different stuff, and your progress carries over to the main game. So if you look at PGA Tour 2K25 first look, you'll be able to try that. Yeah, also, as Vandy says, there's a design community behind this game. EA, on the one hand, is abandoned. Okay. Yeah, on the one hand, the devs have abandoned that game. Hellrose, thank you for the follow. The devs have abandoned that game, but the courses that you get are the courses that you get. 2K has a series of official courses, but they have a whole slew of course designers. Anybody can design a course, but there are some very good course designers that are constantly designing courses that you're able to play, you know, in quick play by yourself, or people will schedule them in society events. You know, a whole slew of different difficulty options that you can play in. It's a grand old time. Yeah, no problem, Rose. No problem. Always happy to answer questions. But yeah, the EA game has just never really been my cup of tea. All right, so we are going to dive into the Daily Master for 2K Ranked Tours here. So if anybody wants in on that, we're going to get started in just a few minutes. Guy, enjoy your lurk. Appreciate you being here, dude. We're going to get started in just a few minutes with that. First, though, we've got to appease Bezos and company. We got to run ads, but the thing of it here is we run ads and we take a break together. Nobody misses anything. All right, so we're gonna get through this, and then we're gonna run some ads, and then we will hop into the Daily Master. And then once that's done, then it is into the main event. We will be playing TGC Tours Platinum. I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm all the things, but it should be a good time. Will definitely be the sweatiest that we'll get this week outside of me mowing my lawn. So let me get it set up. I will throw the codes into chat, and I will see you guys in a few minutes.
It's raining.
Ads. All right, we got one more slot. If anybody is interested, daily master ranked tours. It did say we got 75 merits. It did not update my merits though, so I'm not really certain about that, but kind of proves the point that us playing worse on that one round would give us merits. I don't know. It's weird. Also, Guy is saying stranger danger, which means I think he wants to know who Deke is. I think that's what you're getting at, Guy. You're like, I don't recognize that person. Hey, full party, get in there, Vandy. Get in there. All right, let's see what the conditions are. Firm, and a little bit slower. A little bit slower than we were playing on. It's Billy Goat. All right, get in there, Billy. Good luck, everybody. Play well. Highfield Golf Course. This bug is always so funny. When you click on the course details and then come back in, it just zooms everybody in. So we got half of Lucas, and Vandy is just completely missing. What's going on, Sarah Laz? Thank you for the follow. LT, what's going on? Get my first 2 rounds done for TGC soon? Yes, it should be. It should be by midnight tonight, though. If it's not, then I guess we're gonna miss the first time. But I think it's. I think we have until midnight Eastern. Appreciate you looking out for me, though. We're hopping into it after this. Up the hill, landing it a little bit short. But that's not a fun angle to come in at. That is not a fun angle to come in at. Gotta get up. I would say that's up. I would say that's up. Hey, we're doing well, Brett. How are you doing? Hey, thank you, kind. What's going on, dude? Trying to get some shots dialed in. Been striking it overall pretty well. I think we just play this up the right-hand side. That gives us angle as well. That gives us angle as well. Just gonna casually outdrive everybody. I don't know, I really like having 99 power on my driver. Really opens things up. How's this gonna play? This is uphill and it's downhill lie. Is 85 too short though? It's a little bit slower greens. So maybe just a little bit off of it. I thought about going more left. That's it. I thought about going more left, but I just wasn't. Whoa, snap city, holy cow. Holy cow, did that dive off my foot. That is crazy. Nice weather before snow? Oh, man. I mean, it's finally starting to be nice weather here. Please don't put snow in my forecast. I don't need that. It's been cold long enough here. It has been cold way long enough here. Hey, what's going on, Scott? Hello from Pennsylvania. How's the future? You probably get tired of that joke, but I always feel like I have to ask all my Australian and New Zealander friends, not fans. I mean, you can be a fan if you'd like, but I'm not gonna make that assumption yet. You're in Pittsburgh, T-Mac? I'm in central Pennsylvania. I'm originally, though, a Philly Burbs kid. So we probably have some disagreements on sports teams. But if he's the only fan, we might have to make some changes. I like how these both say 136. Anybody see what's wrong with that picture? Oh, wind. Okay. I think these lies are gonna play a little bit more, but I don't know if the lies are lies or if my eyes are lies. I'm not certain. Jetski, welcome back. What's going on? Nice and warm. It's starting to get warm here. It was in the 70s today. I think it's supposed to be up closer to 80 tomorrow. I know I'm using Freedom units. But it's getting to be feels good man kind of weather. A14 boys? I am in the A14. A14 is like a freaking huge... I remember when I looked it up, because I'm originally from Philly Burbs, right? So it's like the 215, 267, 610 area. Like there's so many people, so there's so many different things. 814 is like top to bottom of the state. They have so many... There's so many phone numbers. I remember when I found that out, I was like, that is massive. Because it's like, oh, you have an 814 number. And it's like, it could be somebody who is literally 10 minutes from you. It could also be somebody who's like 3 hours from you, which like growing up in the suburbs of a city, that's so weird to me. Just lit from 65. Oh no. Go Birds. Get in there, Tyler. That's what I'm talking about. DJ Kodak, how we doing? Is 2K25 full of RMT? You want to play online, but you don't want to ball out versus others? RMT. Real Money Tour? Is that... Or what does RMT stand for? So what's going on, Brant? You're also Pennsylvania? Very much so enjoying the decent weather recently? Yeah, and the nice thing is the rain, at least where I'm at, has been... you know, in the forecast and then kind of breaking up. So that's been pretty nice. It's been keeping it nicer for a lot more of the time. Come on now, you gotta climb. I know it's wind in the face and there's a hill. Come on, 4-iron, you gotta do more than that. You gotta do more than that. Can't leave me out to... Can't leave me out to dry. Oh, real money transaction. Okay, okay. Yeah. You don't have to. You don't have to. It is more so like a play to win. The VC is like if you are desperate for cosmetics or desperate to like level up quicker. But if you play enough, you will get the VC that you need. The only thing that's like on the pay to win kind of front is they have season passes or clubhouse passes, right? It works like a season pass in like Fortnite or anything like that, Rocket League. You get shot types on the free tier, but you get the shot upgrades on the paid tier. So like the boost to your stat, basically to make the shot easier to hit. That's the only thing that's effectively like a pay to win in this game, which is a bit annoying. But as far as the transactions, I mean, it's your typical 2K kind of thing. Pay to get ahead quicker. But if you play the game a lot, you will get currency. But you kind of have to grind out the career mode for the most part. So it's not as bad as NBA 2K from what I've heard. NBA 2K is pretty rough on that, where you pretty much like have to. This you definitely don't have to. You can get away with not. That's one you gotta make eagle on, Colby. $95, yeah, so months. This game is very much so structured around playing frequently. You pretty much need, I would say, need to play the career mode. I think the career mode is the most efficient way. But they have it set up with like daily and weekly quests. So they're trying to incentivize you to play frequently, and probably in that get a little bit annoyed and buy the currency. But you certainly don't have to. They also have a feature where like there are 5 different archetypes. If you get one of them up to 90, you can get the other ones up to... Yeah, they give you a bunch of points that you can apply for free. I think it gets you to like a 75. Or no, it gets you to like a mid-80s character, I think, for free. Realistic, I mean, if you want to build them out, yeah, you can. But more than likely, you just need to get them to 85, so you only have to spend a little bit more VC. I close the face. Gosh darn it. Hey, Santino. Subscribe because I only play golf. Don't jump around from one game to the next. I mean, I can't promise that in the future I won't play other games, but yeah, golf is definitely my home. It's the thing that we will play the most. That was pretty good. It's so hard for me to get that contact. It feels so unnatural to me to Hit that. Well, 9 under. We could have been 10 because there was an easier eagle putt that I should have made. Plenty of VC left over. I mean, it depends on how much you play, right? I mean, if you don't play a ton, then you're going to be more lured into that situation. All right, bombs away. Bombs away. Because now we've got 185 into this. I'm not going to go for the Albie. I want to go for the Albie, but I'm going to try and leave it left. Because I think if I go... That landed so soft. Why did I think that was going to run through a lot more? But effectively, I made the decision that I am not going to... Not going to play that ridge to try and bring it back. Should be good. There we go. There we go. Started playing the daily, weekly 2K ranked tours. You've been getting VC like crazy. Well, yeah, because you pay the ranked tours. If you were like decent enough, yeah, you have the 50 VC buy-in, but you get money back from playing it, and then you also, for the first like, was it 100 rounds or whatever, there are like 5 different quests that pay out some decent VC. So like if you play career mode and the ranked tours every day that you play, those are gonna start building up your VC pretty good. That was really nice control. That was really nice control on that shot. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm taking this back over to the left because I think this is going to give us our best angle of attack into the green here. It's probably playing close to 18 yards. Maybe we'll call it 17. It'll be a few yards short. A little bit of a misread on the wind there. A little bit of a misread on the wind. And left the putt under. Dang. Dang, is that our first par? Cut through the wind, maybe because it's uphill and then we got like 100% on it. That could be it. Gonna land 4 yards short. But I feel like the way that this has been going, this is gonna land and then not get there. 190, 189. Call it just in the 190s, 10 yards and up the hill. I'm gonna go just a little bit back, not quite as back. And then it's downhill That's great control. That is great control. I need to start getting these guys out to the right a little bit more, because when they're drawing and they're fading and that initial bounce is always coming up a little bit more out to the side. I think I need to just visual them maybe a little bit more like a putt. Just in the way that, yeah, the angle that you approach the hole from. Alright, we've got a hill, but it's a 5-iron, so that should do... Yeah, I was gonna say, that should be a good combo. Did expect that lie to take us a little bit more. A little bit more out, and I thought that that break would break a little bit more. Alright, well, went right through it. Went right through it. Oh, see, we've been pretty money on this. The wind is a little bit tougher here. I feel like I have to... Is there any way I can stretch this? A little bit of backspin. And I gotta overpower it. That should be good. Give me a nice kick left. I guess with the flag being tucked as far back as it is, maybe the driver, maybe a partial driver is the play, just so it has a little bit more flight. I also technically had to put backspin on it to get it out to here. No, I thought we kept it up. Dang. So close. Stinger driver? Do you think... I feel like the Stinger would have been too low of a ball flight. I don't know. I feel like it would have been too low of a ball flight. Or at least for what I'm trying to do there. Oh man. Alright, so hybrid was a little bit too bounce and roll for me. Oh. That was carrying some pace. That didn't break. Gosh darn it. We were reading some of these, like we were making so many. We are like now just starting to just miss quite a few. Yours hit the 10 feet, Lucas. I'm just afraid mine would have ran out the back. Because I think that's the thing. If you get it with not enough spin and it starts to chase, you can just carry that thing out the back. Or not carry it, but just get it on the ground and really roll it out the back. Maybe the green speed is okay enough. Alright, I'm trying to cut this in here and land on the green. Alright, I know that's going to take a bounce, but trying to play the cut to give ourselves as best a chance as we can. Okay, this one actually breaks. This one actually breaks. I say that as I then still miss it high side. Dang, everything is just starting to miss. Hit it like 50 to 20 yards further. Yeah, I would have had to like partial it. I would have had to have partialed it as well. I had to close, well, I didn't try to close it, but I had to hit that partial because otherwise, I think I've hit one before here and it got kicked all the way to the right side. Why did I think that that was going to go left? Not really certain why I thought that would go left. All right. Cooled off on the last few holes there, but come in at 16. GG's, fellas. GG's, thanks for playing. All right, now it's time for the main event. Now it's time for the fun stuff. Hey, GG's, Billy. $20 under. I believe it though. I believe it. We missed a bunch of makeables. Yeah, two-putted some of those eagles that we should have made. I'll take it. I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. Play practice rounds? No. Nope. And we just show up. It's time for let's get ready to rumble. Yeah, the thing is, Sassman, like I don't know. I try and put a lot of trust in my ability to try and make reads and execute shots. Analyze things on the fly. So we'll see how it goes. Sometimes it backfires. But you know what? Like this is Plat. We'll see what we can do. Season opener. We were playing. Oh, there's only one tee box here, so that makes life easy. High winds out of the east. Firm default, and I think those defaults are pretty dang quick. 8.1. All right. So firm and very fast. We're gonna have to play for some bounce and rollout. We're coming off of a lot of moderate play today, so it might take a hole or two. Hopefully we can land a lot of stuff in close, but I don't think it's gonna be that simple. But let's see. It's this is a lot of hit and trust. Hit and trust what you got. All right, I think this is just a simple 3-wood to start. I know that creates a little bit more club on approach. Okay, let's not be dumb because it's uphill, so we're gonna lose. Uphill slope. Play 147. I don't know. It's playing like mid 140s. Playing 150. I'm gonna take just a touch off of. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Just play it. Play it on a right to left. And get it out here. Oh, that's going to be a mean bounce, though. Yeah, so there is where things just played a little bit more. Things just played a little bit more. Now, if I knew what I was doing... If I knew what I was doing, I would probably like tie spinner this, but I don't. Yeah, what's going on, Private? I'm doing well. How about yourself? I should have trusted where I had it. I should have trusted where I had it. Gonna make this hard on myself, aren't I? Okay. Don't overthink things. Don't overthink things. It's a par on the first. Good little scramble. But I gotta trust myself a little bit more. Gotta trust myself a little bit more. Just been busy? It's that time of year. As it gets warmer, everybody gets just that bit more on the busy side. 195, 205. We're not getting 17 yards. 201, 211. Uphill. Okay, we're playing the cut. Well, we got it up high enough. Settle. Sit. Oh, what a shot. What a shot that is. That was absolutely freaking gorgeous. Ride the cut to the edge of the green, kick it up to the hole. We'll take birdie on 2. Do you just play the cut here? Leaves you with a ton of space. I think so. 68 yards. I may have overplayed this a little bit. May have overplayed this a little bit. Okay. I thought about going pitch. But yeah, I ain't doing that. Play golf in real life, Justin? I do. I don't have a ton of experience. I picked it up a few years ago. Don't have a ton of time. But I love it. Try and get out when I can. Trying to get to the point where we can start breaking 90. Just started breaking 100 more consistently at the end of last season, so hoping to make some big strides this year if I can. Hey, good evening, RJ. What is the distance here? AKA, can I spin it? If I go there, I can't spin it. Okay. I gotta play this back a little bit further. We're just trying to create an angle. Just trying to create an angle here. That was tight. That was tight. The uphill I played a little bit more. But we don't spin it back down, which is big. That is so bright. Look how blinding that... Look how blinding that freaking is. Fake break. What is that? Or is that the push? Is 5% enough? Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Usually break 100, you broke 90 a few times in 80 once, but that was many years ago. Average drive years about 275. So, for a while, up until recently, I was maybe carrying about 220, give or take. The past couple of times at the range, I've been able to carry it more consistently, like 245. I don't know what that ends up, netting. Okay, pull closed. Honestly, it's not the worst thing to just drive it down into this bunker. I'm okay with that. We go left, we get spinner in here. We've got a bunker shot, and then obviously if we got onto the green, that would have been the most ideal. Uphill, a little bit short. Okay, I was concerned about how much roll we would get. I would have liked to have been in a little bit better of a spot. But make that putt. What's going on, Spencer? Hello, hello? But you don't slice. Yeah. That's always a big piece of it, right? Always a big piece is you don't wanna hit the slice. Hey, how's it going, John? Welcome back. All right, I can tell you this much: even though we're playing well, we've definitely had some small misses already. I can feel the heart rate going a little bit. It's funny how that works. Even when you're confident in your swing, I don't know if it's because it's season opener. I don't know if it's because the expectations we have or so. I don't know. But there's definitely a little bit of nervousness going. But just I think it's a healthy thing. I think it's a healthy thing. That wind still took it. It's gonna move left. It's just not gonna move enough left from up here. Gonna give us still a decent amount of break. About to go eat supper. Enjoy, Private. Thanks for stopping by. All right, we've got the break at the feet. It's 179, so like we do have to take off. We do have to take off pace here because I don't want it to run away. I'm hoping that we're giving it still enough, you know, to actually stay online. There you go. Nice putt. Normal to get nervous playing in front of you, Vandy. Just strikes the fear in me. Just absolutely strikes the fear in me. I don't know how to handle it. Okay. 221. $215, $213, probably lands like in here. I actually feel like I want to land it, not in a way to like hole it, but in a way to land it closer to the hole, left of the hole. I don't want the huge bounce. Ah, we landed it on the fairway. Gentle enough. I was trying to play it very precisely to like land on the green to maybe try and nullify some of the bounce, but that wasn't too bad. Just a really tough pin. Just a real tough pin here. Gotta give it some extra pace. Make sure that we're giving it looks. Hey, what's going on, Buttermaker? 61%. Always tucking it. Come on. Sorry, I got a little passionate there. Got a little passionate there. Is this the time to power drive? I pulled it. Dang. Alright. I got aggressive. I got aggressive because hitting that onto the green otherwise was gonna be pretty tough. It's okay. We gotta go up and down from here. If I didn't play power drive, we're taking 3 wood up this short left hand. Like it's a tough one anyway. Yeah, we have to jet ski. We have to if we want to have a chance at making the cut. Alright, ball's coming out right. A lot of wind. I'm gonna trust that to turn over. I didn't de-loft it enough, so we're gonna have a putt, but it's not as close as I'd like it to be. Just a little bit more. Not a bad effort. Not a bad effort. Unfortunate to take the par there, but it is what it is. No, so all of the tours have to get their first 2 rounds in by Wednesday. But outside of that, or by Thursday, technically, we have until midnight. Plat just has a much more aggressive cut line. Is the main bit of it. 151. Let's see here. Let's call that the 12 to 13. Let's call that close. Let's call that 17. 151 and then 134. Maybe a little bit less. That's tough. Did I fly it? I did. Okay, well. I was so scared of being short and rolling back off. The partial was not quite enough, so. Braking pretty heavy here. Something like this. I don't think I kept it high enough. Oh, that is so close. That's honestly a really good attempt. Yeah, Plat is the highest tour. So historically, they used to be PGA, European, and Korn Ferry to like mimic the real tours. But to avoid any sort of like copyright and lawsuit sorts of things, at some point they went away from that, and so it's Platinum, P for PGA, Elite, E for European, and Kinetic, K for Korn Ferry. So my main complaint has always been that Elite sounds more prestigious than Platinum does, because when you think about like Rocket League or League of Legends or anything like that, Plat is typically like an upper mid-tier type of thing, but it is in fact the highest on this game, so. And then the wind brings it back. Sit. Sit, 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 sit. Come on. Great read. Great read. Gotta make the putt, though. Site updates at midnight. So the site updates every 15 minutes, Jetski. So like if we finish the round at 10:13, 10:15, it'll be up there, or should, around there. Around midnight Eastern, we should get the update for like who made the cut and all of that, and the round 3 scores posting. Now there may be some, I don't know if on a regular week, like if there's some time delays. Like I know that there were some delays during the qualifier for how long it would take to process everything. I don't know if there's a little bit of delay that goes on here as well. See, this is tough. I don't know that you can. I'm actually, the way that I'm looking at this all kicks to the left. You almost have to like land it here. I don't know where you want to be. I don't know where you want to be. TFR, get in there. What's going on, man? Yeah, this is round 1 basket. We're 6 under through 10. So things are going pretty well right now. Right, as long as we're in by midnight, which we definitely will be. But thank you very much, TFR. How was the stream? What were you up to? I guess if we're down here, that's okay. Like, I guess you just kind of go for it. Like, maybe even play a little bit of a fade. I didn't quite get it back over to the right. Not the end of the world. Yeah, what's going on, Monk? Welcome back. Lorenzo, how we doing? TFR, what's up? Miss Bonzi, how's everybody doing today? Hope you're all swell. Green's insane. Well, it is a par 5. It is a par 5, so I'm gonna try and check this one into it. Try and kill it a little bit. I'll take that. I'll take that, because historically on a few of those chips we've run them long. So on this one, to go the other side, I think that's an okay place to be. All right, good up and down for the birdie. Good up and down for the birdie. I see Stives played this, but Stives didn't play qualifying last week, so I guess at some point this week he'll play qualifying. I can't see him not getting into Plat. 202, 8 yards with the uphill. Yeah, I'm going right at it with this 5-iron. 5-iron choked. I feel like even though it's choked, I still need to go a little bit more to the right. See, I do this every time. Do this every time. First off, that sat incredibly softly. Second off, I said I need to go more to the right, and as we can see, I needed to go even more to the right. Alright, but we're leaving ourselves uphill putts. Even though there's a bunch of break, like we didn't leave it like a straight putt, we are still leaving ourselves with a little bit of a look. 62%. Turn. Turn. Oh, you son of a gun, you're right there. Oh, you son of a gun, you're right there. I'm not gonna be too mad at pars. I'm not gonna be too mad at pars. I mean, it's little bits of disappointment, sure. But I'm not gonna be too mad. Putting a lot of trust in my shot there. That I don't pull it straight into the woods. It's best to just not think about it. Don't forget to pump fake hard and smooth, Stando. Stando, I was thinking of you earlier. When I got into a rhythm, I noticed I wasn't actually pump faking all that much. You know, who's not to say that we don't pump fake some, but you certainly came to mind. I'm trying to go a little bit further here, because partials. There you go. No pump, quad perfect. Wow, look at that thing bounce and roll up a hill. That's crazy. Every time you mention pumping cars here, you think that's coincidental? I mean, let's just think about that for a second. You think that's coincidental? Can't see. Gosh darn it. Those are tough. Those are tough. If we land that on the green, I think we're in there. But the fact that we land that just a fraction short. The fact that we land that just a fraction short. Shame. Bringer of Rain, what's going on? Rob, what's going on? Welcome back. Topspin? I don't think topspin... I mean, I'd play topspin if I knew, like, where I'm gonna land. If I played topspin there, I would have ran even further. So, the topspin is good for, like, if that was a full shot. Partial shots don't have as much spin. And in 190... 190? 191? 8 yards on a 5-iron choked approach. It's a little uphill. I mean, ball's definitely below the feet and uphill, but wind still plays. Come on, cut back. Did I chase it too much? I feel like I did. Sit. I didn't think it. We had the par 3 that I think was just so much uphill it like skewed my perception of how that bounces and rolls out. I did not need to give more to that. Did not need to give more to that. Come on, stay up. Oh, just grabbed the left edge. Oh, man. Play Topspin 2K25? Crazy how fast the menus are in that game after playing PGA. Yeah. Would be nice if they could speed the menus up a little bit in this, huh? Would be nice. This course is gorgeous. Yeah, it's supposed to be an Augusta-like. People over the years have done very good Augusta-inspired courses. Because you're technically not allowed to do the real thing, so, you know. Let's see here. So that's 153. 145. Little bit of wind. Let's start with the aim, which up the hill is probably still out here. That's fine, I don't have to worry about that tree. I left the face open. Of all the times. Of all the times to leave the face open. %. It's not even that bad on the power. What a freaking fringe putt. Get in there, guy. Get in there. Just the game in general on PC after this last update has made the hitching and stuttering 10 times worse. Oh, so you guys are getting the console experience now? You guys are getting the console experience now. They fixed the 4K screen tear issue and made it infinitely worse for consoles. I left the face open, but honestly, that could still be okay. Because that all kicks to the left. Okay, and now we're in the territory where we can go. Oh, we're flirting with it. I may as well just send it, hit the backstop. I don't think we're gonna be so much in a spot where it's just all the way up the back and then all the way back down. Like, I think we should take enough out of it. If we get to that point, then so be it. But I think we're gonna be okay. It's uphill, but hit the upslope. I think that's enough out of it. If we don't roll back, we've got a downhill putt. If we get a little bit of rollback, then that is helpful. I mean, I'm trying to worm cam this. I don't know what kind of information I think I'm going to extract from it. I'm gonna go right edge. That to me just feels like nice. Nice. I mean, I could, but there's minimal point. It's like, how far can you get it down there without putting it in the water? Is really what it comes down to. 205, little bit. I mean, that's short. Yeah, this is where we want to be. This is where we want to be. Ball moving left, wind. It's uphill. Apparently there was more draw on that than I anticipated. Distance control, spot on. We're on the right tier. But yeah, that broke a bit more. That broke a bit more. So how do you get this one falling left to right in the correct direction? Oh, he's tucking? He's tucking? He's walking? Oh, we're making some putts? We're making some putts in this round. That's when we're the most lethal. That's when we're the most lethal. It's when the putts drop. I guess this is where you just try and send it. That was almost not great. That was almost not great. .185 and wind. 191 in wind. I let the face open. Dang. Dang. Just imagine. Just imagine closed face right below the hole. With a look at birdie to end it. I mean, we still technically have a look at birdie to end it, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. The little snapperoo at the foot, it's already going inside. Turning more, turning more. Ah, underswung it. I actually think that was a pretty good look. Okay. Very solid opening round. Very solid opening round. We'll take 12 under. I mean, the best of them are up at, what, 16 under on the first round? But that, unless we just implode, that should lock us in for the cut. Alright. To appease, make sure to drop you down out of the cut, Pat. Are you not safe at this point? Are there enough people playing to kick you? Alright. We gotta take a quick break. Hopefully it's not gonna throw our flow off too much, but unfortunately we gotta take a quick break so that we can knock the pre-rolls out of here. So I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you're new and you're enjoying, drop a follow, drop a sub on the YouTube, drop a like on the YouTube stream if you're watching over there. But yeah, we will be back in 3 minutes with Plat round 2, and we'll see where we can get to. BRB.
It's raining.
Ads. You say Pat's got 4 people away from getting knocked, but let's see here. So Pat's at 52, or so he calls it 50, 52th. So we've got me at 12. There are 3 people at 11. Yeah, I think Pat's gonna get knocked. I mean, assuming that the 11s play. Assuming that the 11s play. I mean, there's a little bit of time for the people that haven't teed off to get their rounds in as well. Hey, what's going on, Evan? Rennie, welcome back. Rio, how's it going? How much is this game? Right now, it's 15% off on PlayStation. 2K25. I think it's full price on the other ones. So it's yeah, 15% off. So it's 60 bucks. It's like a normal game now. 50 tooth? Well, that's what he said, man. That's what he said. Full price is 70. Full price is 70. I assume it's full price still. Oh no, it's 15% off on PC as well. So 59.49 is the current rate, or 102 bucks if you're looking to shell out for the Legend Edition. The sale ends in 14 and a half hours. No pressure. No, I'm on PlayStation. I'm on PlayStation, T-Mic. Hey, Evan, thank you for the sub. Disconnected round 1, screwed your vibe and didn't recover. Yeah, that's no fun. That's definitely no fun. So I've heard this one's easier. So it's medium wins. Things are firmer but slower greens. So gotta keep that in mind. But let's get after it. Hopefully our swing is still here after getting up and taking a break. Last time you played was the Tiger Woods version. Well, the Tiger Woods games were actually EA made. This is made by 2K now. There is an EA version, but 2K has signed Tiger. So, just fun little fact there. Alright, our swing is still good. Underswung it a little bit, but that's okay. I'm not trying to do anything crazy here. I'm just trying to keep it in the fairway. Hey, thank you for the luck, Mad Golfer. Welcome back, by the way. Your final two a True Sim? I would love to see people get into True Sim. I would absolutely love to see that. Alright, it's very firm, but not as fast. 9 yards up the hill is already at 44. Actually, hold on. I think we have to play this. I think we have to play this stock. Good swing. It's curving back. Very firm. But then look at that. Big bounce and then it dies. Okay. Run True Sim tonight. We've already played all 4 of our True Sim. We played 2 on Monday and 2 on Tuesday. Okay, Birdie on the first. You're having trouble on mouse and keyboard right now? Thinking of plugging in a controller? I personally think controller is easier, but I've also played controller much more of my life than I have keyboard and mouse, so. Alright, I'm trying to cut this in a way that we hit in the front here. That went a little bit more right. But I'm hoping to hit the uphill enough that it kills it, which that is precisely what it did. What a shot. Okay, but that's good to see that that cut into a headwind turned it that much. Nice putt. Mouse players are struggling. Yeah, well, swinging straight up and down with a mouse, I think, is a lot easier than swinging the diagonal. I think it's way, way easier. You play mouse and you're like, hey, I mean, it's everybody's gonna be a little bit different, you know? Slightly above the fee, little bit of wind, but we're only 92% partial, but it's... I'm gonna go a little bit more right, because if we miss left, it's fine. If we miss right, then we're just gonna have a slightly better angle. That's not good from there. That's not good from there. That wind actually playing. Good putt, though. Good putt. We'll take birdies out the gate. Calf rate, yeah. I mean, even in the old games, even in the other games, like capping the frames, I felt was very important. Because the game effectively just tries to pump out as many frames as possible. And so then you are more likely to get frame drops during your swing. Frame drops obviously being quite problematic. You know, as things are dependent on consistency. I'm trying to take this so I can stay underneath the tree. 222, mid 220s. Bounce it and roll it up the hill. What is it? 98%? Oh, it didn't get right enough. It's okay. I took that to stay under the trees. We just got a little bit more bounce and rolled up the hill on us. So now we just have to play it so that we don't degreen ourselves. So I am playing this a little bit safe, because I want to be able to two-putt ourselves into a birdie at a minimum. Breaks a lot in the middle. Oh, I left the pin in somehow? Must have bumped it. Not bad. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Guess I accidentally toggled the pin back on. Wonder how many cards they give away this week, Rob? Yeah, I think it's as RJ says, I think it's about 500. Nice. I'm okay with down in the bunker. It's kind of what we're playing for. Do I want to try and bounce it up and roll it, though? Because the easy play is to pick it. Like, the easy play is to do this. But I don't know, man. I just always like having a chance. Always like having a chance to hole it. That would have been a sick clip. Well, that's like the one time I was talking about, like, I could hit a super flop here, but I like to chip it to give it a chance and then just thwack right in. But yeah, I don't know. Whenever I can hit some sort of shot that has rollout, it's just tough, because if you get it wrong, you know, if you get it wrong, you definitely compromise yourself a bit. But when you get it right, oh boy, does it pay off. This is tough, by the way. Very firm fairways on a downhill bounce. Thanks, but no thanks. Is that 191 to the front? It's probably more like 195 where we're aimed. Out to the right. Finish round 4 now. Finish 58 under. Get in there, RJ. Shot 33 under in qualies. Still not sure if it'll be enough just to get... Yeah, it looks like the easier conditions out there are really causing things to be low scoring. 188 and then wind back in 185, 198. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do here. So we're just gonna kind of take it, but I have a feeling this is gonna hit the fairway and scoot out the back. Somehow we hold. I guess overpowering that club, if it lands on the very firm green, would have been a much better result, but I think this one is kind of always panning out to be a long birdie attempt. And sometimes it's a long birdie make. We keep the scoring going. .108 overswing. Get to the green for eagle on a par 4. Yeah, I don't have that skill. I can get to like 103. My 108 game is not great. I think a stock 4-iron carries just a little bit longer than this. Big bounce and then the roll. 209, 215. Something like that. Cut this choked 4-iron. That feels like it's still too long. Yeah, a little bit extra wind on that downslope, I think, is what does it. Casey Rob, thank you for the follow. NHL's more fun than TGC, and that's saying a lot. Time to move on. I mean, Rob, it's all personal preference. You know, unfortunately, the nature of it is, like, from game to game, some things are gonna click and be more enjoyable and some things aren't, but yeah, there's nothing that's forcing you to play TGC, which I guess is the good thing. All right, we really got to put some break into this. Always lean in, which means it's gonna miss. Yeah. He was giving it the awkward. I think a little bit too much pace for that one. Shorts and hoodie allowed at an Augusta leg. Yeah, you bring up a good point. You bring up a good point there, Lucas. Probably not. Probably not. Is the 101 power drive gonna give us a chance? It's back at the green. I think it is. I think it is. 230. Mid 230s. I think it would land somewhere in here. Big couple of bounces and then the rolls. So I gotta go like this. I feel like if I partial it more, I'm gonna end up like thinking that the wind is gonna do more or something. Ball's below the feet. Wind is peel now, even though it's uphill. Need to be more to the left. I never am, so I need to be more. 97%. Oh, I left the face open. Dang. Was a little bit short. No. 30. Okay. Okay. Your ball's on a yellow lie angle slope, but your feet are on a red slope. Do you calculate just for a yellow slope? Don't think about it like the old games, Rob. Don't think about it like the old games where it was the slope that the ball was on. Think about it relative position to your feet. So the ball could be on a flat lie, but if somehow the terrain is awkward and you are if your feet are well below the ball, so say you're like up out of a bunker and your feet are way in, you're gonna want to sling that as a draw. So think about it as relative positioning rather than just like purely this is the slope that it's on. Power drive has a lower trajectory? Yeah. Little bit lower. And they hit it a little bit further too. It's 93%. So it might actually have a little bit of spin. I'm gonna go a little bit more. Just because I don't want to do what I did the last time and like land it on the fairway. So it's not straight at it, so like we've got a little bit of break left to play. But that'll work. 8 under going out. Very nice. Yeah, Rob, but that's one thing that catches people out a lot. Is that's why on tee boxes now, if the tee box isn't flat, you might already start on draw or a fade, depending on how the tee box is created, whereas in previous titles, the tee box was nullified by it being a tee shot because the tee was flat. Yeah, regardless. But now you might actually have a baby fade or a baby draw off the tee if the designer didn't make sure that it's fully flattened. 79? Mid to upper 70s. It's a 7 iron, so it's got bounce and roll out. But 8 iron feels short. Take the next club. Play the little fader. Oh, not fader, draw. I moved it a little bit right at the end there. We're gonna leave ourselves below the hole, but that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, we're starting to hit the chips flatter, and I am just leaving them low. Dang, that's two chips in this round, and we've had some chips in other rounds where we've made good inputs, just been a little bit off on the the read there. Alright, but either way, we've played it well thus far. 8 under through 10. How do you just play this to the bunker? Is there any point in trying to play this on the green for a putt? I mean, obviously the point would be to try and score, but very firms, the wind. Even if you sit it, it bounces and it wants to go. You'd have to like very particularly land it back here. I mean, I suppose we can go for it in a way that like we miss it, we go in the bunker. What's going on, Dak? I know, I think bunker is the play. If I don't run it on effectively. Just gotta go up and down with the pick. Guarantee the birdie, maybe give ourselves a chance to hole one. Left side of the green faded in, so you don't know how badly I want to do that, but I'm afraid of catching it with enough speed and just you're out. All right, 88%. Little push open, but easy up and down for a birdie. That's just a hard one to go after for an eagle putt. 2 iron was perfect distance for that shot. Ended up short left, easy chip, putt birdie, bunker's a safe play. Yeah, I was just afraid like if I left it at like a weird angle and then I'm not great on the super flop because I'm a draw bias and I haven't switched to a left-handed character. Course conditions, what do you adjust more for? The green fairway firmness or speed? You kind of have to factor both. Firmness, like you calculate everything in terms of carry, right? Here's where I want to land. What's the club that's going to carry me to that? That landing position is then determined by if it's firm. You know, you have to account for like a big first bounce and a little bit less spin because it's firmer. Then the green speed for the rollout. So I kind of think of it in phases. You know, so you might say, okay, I want to take this 6 iron. Well, I think with very firm and this green speed, it's gonna bounce 7 yards or something. You know, it's gonna take a huge bounce. It's gonna skip a little bit because it's very firm, and then it's gonna roll out another bit. And so you can, okay, well, if I'm trying to work that, I need this much room. Where's that put me on the green? And you just kind of work it back and forth a little bit until you reconcile where you want to go. So like this is very firm and fast, right? So like I know at a minimum I need to land it in like here. I don't really want to flirt with this front edge. I'm trying to land it here. Maybe I'll try and sit it softer, but I know it's a tailwind, so it's going to come in hot. This is probably when I try and fade and sit a little bit. Hole out mark? Oh, I would love to hit an ace here. Absolutely. B-Dan, what's going on, dude? How was your stream? What were you up to? Shocker. Thank you very much for the YouTube sub. Laid up to 100 and wedge it in? I mean, it's different for everybody. I have more distance, so like, yeah, I'm gonna open more opportunities for myself, but sometimes that's absolutely what you gotta do. X Hillman, thank you very much for the follow. So like here, right, we got a 180 yard club in hand. It's gonna carry down to 185. I've got a decent amount of wind at the back. It's downhill. This probably carries about 192, right? If I'm a betting man, it carries right down around here. Now, I can play it a little fadey to take a little bit off. Play a little bit. Try and sit it as soft as possible. Effectively, what I'm trying to do here is curl this thing from left to right and just play it enough that that backstop kind of holds me up. Oh, I pulled it. I pulled it. That's not gonna, I'm not gonna get away with that. Wow, we haven't missed that like at all. All right, I mean, happens. Happens. But like that's a really tough pin. So I don't think we had missed one of those pretty well at all. Well, that came out too clean. We might actually double bogey this. That wasn't nice. That wasn't nice. Turn. Big save. Big save. All right, so unfortunate bogey, but it's the type of thing I've been trusting my shots enough. You know, I'm not playing with a miss in mind, which I know is more often than not pretty dumb, but like we've been hitting our contact and swing path pretty consistently, so I'm being very aggressive. All right, we got to go a few yards past. It's a touch uphill, not really. It's mostly below the feet. I'm not partialing a lot, so wind is still kind of in full play with a little bit of that, so. The wind. I've had so many of these partialed ones that we've been like 75 to 80% that I'm not giving any respect to the wind, and that's definitely a mistake. Whoa! Gosh darn it. My thumb feel was not in the correct spot. Alright, settle down. That's back to what we need to be doing. Righty draw to a lefty fade. Love it so far, John. I think that's the smart thing that I need to do. It's a smart thing that I need to do at some point. I have not made that jump. Is the 7-iron gonna climb that much though? I feel like on an uphill I need to actually give it the little bit. It's very firm. I'm giving it just a touch. Uphill with this wind, it's left to right in front of the hole, so. And see, now I'm starting to. Now when we start to miss swing path in contact, I start to think about it a little bit more. It's never the place where you want to be. Alright, a little drifty. Think a little bit more at the end. I feel like I underhit that. Oh! We hit it enough. Plastic's been bailing us out. I mean, if we don't make some of these putts, we're probably at like 11 under. I feel like we've made so many putts. I feel like we've made so many. Alright. Well, we're certainly in between. 139. I probably want to carry it probably about the 137 mark. That means I gotta take 20 yards off of this. That's 4 yards off. 3, 5. Wind. Whoa, whoa, wind. You can't do that. You can't be doing that to me. That's so mean. 95%. Yeah, that's so hard. That's so hard to like free aim enough partial to get it in there, and it's in between enough that I can't really try and do anything in terms of like overpowering my pitching wedge. I feel like I'm gonna put it in the bunker every time if I do that. I made the move at the end to give it less. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Alright, 3 holes to go. I mean, the leaders are in the 30s because they're just way better than I am, but we're playing pretty well. We're playing pretty well. Hey, what's going on, Casson? Alright, if we give it some left and some backspin, keep it over the trees. And that's precisely what we need to do. Get that down there. Keep forgetting about the move tee box feature. Would have shaved you a shot or two this turn. Yeah, moving it on that tee box in particular to give you just a little bit more room over the trees and to play the shape is very important in my opinion. 208. Let's see, we're gonna carry this. Yeah, I gotta be mindful here. Uphill and turning, even though it's up, I gotta be out to the right. This uphill should slow it down enough. Not gonna be enough to come back down, unfortunately, above the hole, but I don't want to be short. I don't want to be so short that we're just in a really awkward spot. Good eagle Plat. I'd rather be, I feel like I'd rather be close than flirt with rolling down the giant hill. Did that on the qualifying course. Otherwise you hit trees. Yeah, just taking trees out of play. That's just gutsy. That's trusting yourself. That's 110% trusting your ability to hit that swing plane in contact, because now it opens this up. And it's a little bit below the feet and a little bit wind off, but I feel like I've I feel like more often than not, it hasn't played crazy. I didn't swing it 0.5% power. Ah, man. I got lazy with it, and the wind actually did play, so 0 for 2 on that. But that's where you gotta... I mean, that's where you gotta commit to shots. That's where you gotta commit to shots. And I clearly, like, hesitated on it, didn't like something with the wind subconsciously. And I just don't swing down. I'd rather hit it long there than under hit it. So, not my finest work. Okay, pull close does not matter there because we've got enough legs. Just trying to throw this thing down as far as I can. Alright, come on, let's bring it home. Make it a pair of 12s. Ball's below the feet. Okay, I mean, we're definitely needing more club here. 129. Probably could afford to light at 127. Which means I need to play at 135. 134. Alright, I mean the last one played, so what's to say that this guy's not gonna play as well? I need to play this like a 134 shot. The underswing, we're gonna get away with it because that actually, well, underswing but plus 1% power. That's a really tight shot. I don't know that you're doing anything else. Alright, don't degreen it. Maybe make it. That could be cool. It kissed it. It kissed it. Alright, definitely still making some mental mistakes. There are certainly some better approach shots that we could make in the grand scheme of things. But I will gladly take 23 through 2. I will gladly take 23 through 2. Had the bogey. I mean, we came out really hot. That back 9, we just cooled off a bit. Just missed a few too many putts coming in, but we also have made so many putts through the course of this tournament, so it kind of balances out. Yeah, just missed it. Yeah, just missed it. Whoa. We're getting there. We're getting there. Only one missed input that really killed me. Some mental stuff to fix, but 20-foot proximity, decent greens and reg. I mean, 8 out of 16 is great for me. 2 medium putts missed. That's kind of where it needs to be a little bit better. But how's it going? Thanks for bringing your people over here. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome on in, everybody. Bruiser, welcome back. Yeah, we shot 12-11. We shot 12-11. I just need to learn some things a little bit better still. Waldo, man, thank you for the follow. Well, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Round 3 and 4 is when the fun really starts. I mean, if we can stay I feel like, I don't know, I feel like we played pretty well. I feel like we played pretty dang well. There's still some, like, bounce and rollout type stuff. Like, I think side winds, I tend to leave the ball low side, and then, like, Sometimes my bounce and roll assumptions are a bit off, so we gotta clean those up. But I think if we can hit the ball and approach it the way that we did in those 2 rounds, especially that first round, yeah, I think we'll be in a good way. I'm a sculptor, Kaysen. All right, let's take a look here. So we're sitting now at 23, which is going to put us T11. Very nice. Just missed the front page, unfortunately. But if we scroll down here a bit, let's take a look at where the cut is sitting. So 13, we have now knocked out. We're the cut man. So 14 under is at T54. Noob has not played his second round yet. I mean, if they pull out a really nice round 2, which I mean that's a pretty big turnaround from 5 under, they could put themselves up there. I feel like unless they're in the middle of round 1 right now, I don't think Chewy or Ears are posting scores. They're 5 hours ahead, so I doubt they're even awake. Bowls time, thank you for the sub. Thank you. Till now to do your round, you're confused on the main page. ADST, thought it was midnight. It is midnight. It is midnight. So it is technically 4 a.m. UTC on Thursday. UTC on Thursday. Does it say? I guess the deadline ticker is not working. How do you see the names and the system names? You be a nerd like me and run a user script called show usernames. Basically, I made a script that when the page loads, it pulls out the usernames and puts them on. Because I'm a programmer by trade, so like if I turn it off here, if you go and inspect the element, you can see Xbox will be killing and then Nick Low, right? And so you have the first name, but when you hover, right, it shows you platform and username. And so I basically just have a script that when the page loads, it pulls that info out and puts it in the title instead. So it's, if anybody wants to steal this, you're more than welcome to. But it's literally just a little onload script. I think it's really nice because this is what you know everybody by is by their usernames. Send it to you. I can post it in the Discord later. I'll post it in the Discord later if anybody wants it. But yeah, you install Tamper Monkey and then save the user script and voila. Technically, it's 1 a.m. Eastern with daylight savings time. That is absolutely false, Pat. That is absolutely false. Do not spread false information like that. 4 a.m. UTC is midnight because of daylight savings time. It falls back to 11 p.m. in the fall. Yo, what's going on, Clean Gains? How are you doing? But yeah, it's not a Chrome script. It's any user script, so you can install Tamper Monkey, I think, on Firefox or anything like that. How's it going, Maximo? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, so, I mean, unless something crazy happens here, I mean, so Skyline and Snowda missed it. Noob should be playing. This is, oh, that's tough. That's tough. That could have been a very easy cut made with the 11 under opening. Should have said Firefox. Yeah, Firefox, Chrome, any of that stuff. as long as you have a user script thing to run. But you want to know the crazy thing with this? So bottom 20% miss out, right? So the bottom 15 are getting demo marks. So there are literally 5 people who missed the cut that don't get a demotion mark this week. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Just because it's that small of a field. I mean, as Plat gets some more people, this will open up a little bit. Well, it's because we have 80 people. As we move to 100, as Pat says, yeah, you'll get, like, if everybody plays in the 100, you'll get a 30-person buffer. But right now, we've got 75 people playing. 20% of 75 is 15. So, like, Noob's gonna move out of it. Marco's in hot water, but yeah, it's a very, very tight window. And 4 demos, yeah. But yeah, the thing is, like, if these guys haven't finished yet, or, like, aren't far into their first round, like, it is a very tight squeeze. I mean, I guess Pretzel too. I've heard Siberian has something with, like, a different username that he played under, didn't switch it on the site, got his old username back, something with the, I guess 2K unbanned him, but I guess something is messed up with the stats and stuff. I don't know. Something, I only caught a little bit of it. But yeah. What, bottom 7 or 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are double demos? How does that work with the ties? Is it the 69 nices that tie? Yeah, so I think double demos here for 9 and under. Single demos here for the 10 and 11. How many demo points are you allowed? 4. So in normal tours jet ski, 5. 5 moves you down. They're making Plat a little bit harder to stay in. So it's 4 to get out. Now it's 3 to move up. I also don't know going forward, like, if cuts are gonna clear demo marks or not. Like, I don't know if they're playing it like other tours. I don't know how ruthless they're gonna make it. The hard way that you need to finish rounds 5 minutes before the deadline? Oh, really? I wonder if there's something with, like, a delay of them getting data from the API, so when they refresh, you miss it, and then it rolls over. That could definitely be the place. Hey, what's going on, B? How are you doing? Welcome back. Field for Plat is always capped at 100. So, it was 80 after the first. It's not capped at 100. 100 is the, like, active tour size that they're going to try and keep it at. Effectively, what'll happen from there is they will try and keep it at 100 active players. So if people aren't playing, then they'll allow people to promote into it from, like, the promotion events, or to qualify into it if they score crazy. There will be spots open. But what'll happen is if people don't play, and then people get promoted into it from elite, and then people come back, you might go over 100 because there's no penalty for not playing. If left stick swing path is bugged, if it's bugged, I hope it stays bugged, because I swing left stick. I swing left stick case, and so whatever it's doing right now is working for me. I don't think so, though. I don't think so. Major, yeah. If you make a cut in a major, they offer you a platinum tour card, which will be interesting to see how that all plays out. You played with left stick until 12:45 last night a minute ago. Well, there you go. There you go. So the switch to right stick worked out. Fun golf towards the end, even though it did. Wow, that's tough, Maximo. Also, I'm just kind of idling on this page here because I'm trying to wait for the 11:15 refresh to see what happens. Yeah, I played left stick the whole time as well, Bruiser. I also think of it this way. The old Tiger games were on left stick. And when you play like RPGs or anything, you move with your left stick. So even as a right-handed person, I find left stick to just be very natural. Use it, but it stopped registering your switch. That's either something with your dead zones on your controller, if you have anything like that configured from other games, or your left stick on your controller is just busted. But I would check the first. Like if you use it for, if you do dead zone manipulation stuff for other games, and that's going into this, it's probably taking away some of your forgiveness for actually like registering things. All right, 11:15. So we've got our refresh. So noob, I would assume. Whoops. Noob got to 19. Noob got to 19. That pushes Pat to cut watching at 55. Marco hasn't done it, and nobody else here has finished a round. That's tight window. You might be fine, Pat. You might be fine, Pat. You might just make it on the number. I think this is the only score you care about, because I don't think anybody else is teeing off. Unless they're going to play it crazy fast and play well. 14 might just sneak it. 14 might just sneak it. Also, that makes it a clean 12 under. 12 and 13 unders. No demo marks. I think 11 down to... I think 11 and 10 are getting 1. And 9 and under are getting 2. So... yeah, I'm not gonna wait it out till midnight. We're definitely not gonna be holding off on it that long, but just something to keep you up at night. Something to keep you up at night. And you play with Hemo, or he just plays with the loans and stuff. You're not gonna play rounds 3 and 4 just for the content? No? I mean, you could. Okay, those last couple notes of that song made me think that something in my room was beeping. You haven't ruled this season? Good. Stand your ground. New player? Yeah, career mode is going to be your best bet normally, and then if you throw in some ranked tours. Because ranked tours you have to pay into, but you get money back from your finish, and I would check on the second character. Yeah, no, scratch the ranked tours, because that's for VC. Ranked tours is for VC. I would say just career mode. I would say just go career mode. That's probably your best bet. My brain's on VC. My brain's on VC, but no, you want to go career mode, just for pure leveling. Play on as high of a difficulty as you can comfortably. You know, turn the difficulty settings down so you're always winning. That's going to be your best combo. Because if you have VC from your other character, then you really just care about getting the XP to level up, and that's going to be difficulty dependent. Play all 4? Yeah, that's a good way to go. That's a good way to go. I mean, only play 3 and 4, I guess, like if you want the practice, but there's plenty of other societies to practice difficulty stuff and input stuff on. You know, Oobs is more than happy to whoop your butt with some Rub of the Green setups. plenty of Plat practice. Plenty of practice there. All right, well, it is quite late. Let's surprise an old buddy of mine. We're gonna switch it out of the golf, so I know it's not gonna necessarily be for everyone. First and foremost, thank you guys all for hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. Whoa, thank you again for the raid if you're still lurking about. We'll be back tomorrow. We made the cut, so we've got 2 rounds of Plat tomorrow. We'll be live around 8 p.m. Eastern, as usual. If you're new here, feel free to drop a follow, drop a sub, drop a like on the videos. Helps me immensely, helps you find your way back here. But we're gonna go say hello to an old buddy of mine. He is playing some Super Mario World. He plays some ROM hacks, if you're familiar with those. If you're not familiar with those, they take like old Super Mario World and other Mario games and custom level the crap out of them. They're pretty sweet, pretty difficult. But yeah, he will not be expecting this. So go say hello. And yeah, I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. I don't know. I was coming up with something else to say, and I'll make sure to put that user script stuff in the Discord for anybody that wants to put the names on their TGC pages. But yeah, have a great night, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Peace.